From now on, I'll start making videos more frequently. Let me explain. Just recently, I uploaded a video sharing about when I'll be making these videos frequently again. And I just mentioned that starting this week, I'll be making more of them. So consider it done here. This is vlog episode number 1, shot on October 16, 2025. Let's begin this video. Today, I just want to do something different. It is currently 10:20 in the morning and I have like little less than 3 hours to actually do this. I'll try making an application within this certain amount of time that I have left. It's actually crazy for me to tell you about this, but with the use of a well-known artificial chatbot, Google Gemini, I'll be able to prompt something incredible and hopefully I could be able to get these things done within 2 hours. I'll be making a management application system with a functional database built into it. So here's what I'm going to prompt Google Gemini. I make Android applications using XML and Java with Firebase as database. Make a functional login and register application with a forgot password. And make a main activity that pretty much functions like an inventory management system with create, retrieve, update, and delete functionalities. The design of this application should look beautiful and modern and make the application seem functional to run. Now the Gemini is currently generating me the code. I just have to copy and paste them and then ensure that everything is functioning. I have to create my new Firebase system for that. We will name the project Inventory Manager. What I'm currently doing now is establish my Firebase database connectivity to my project. The next thing I will do is to add in the code. Let's just copy and paste it. I guess I'm done. Let me launch the application directly onto my Android phone. I had to make sure that I connect the same Wi-Fi as using my laptop. I had to make sure that I enable my developer options. It is turned on. I just have to scroll the way down and enable wireless debugging. And I just have to wait a few seconds until it will notify me that I'm actually connected. And then I will deploy the application directly to my Android phone. Okay, so the moment I open my phone and then launch the application, a crash immediately happened. Let me identify that. It turns out that the program was not able to invoke this particular string in a null object reference on this particular code. It's because I'm not yet signed in and was able to obtain the user ID, but it didn't get anything. That's why it crashed. I have to fix that. I have to change this very line of code into this to ensure that if there's no user ID, it should actually return me to the login page. Okay, more debugging before I actually launch the application directly to my phone. Okay, seems like everything is working just fine. I'll try to debug anymore if there's still issues. Let me try to sign in. I guess the registration is not 100% functional. Let me troubleshoot that. A while ago it seems to work, but I wasn't still able to create the account. Let me just log in. I don't think what's the error. It doesn't seem like I have any error. I have established into my database connection or the code that I just pasted onto my application. I don't know what's going on. Let me try to add a new item here. Sometimes I just need to wait for my application to become functional because sometimes the Firebase servers might not respond 100% to what I expect. Let's add in Munchkin, make it 5. The price is about 50 cents. I just put on here. save for some reason. Let me try to restart it up for a while. Okay, so for some reason over here, the list doesn't yet show up. I don't know what's going on. Maybe there will be a bit of a troubleshooting that will go on. I'll try to troubleshoot it in a minute. Maybe if there's like a line of code that I might not have looked at properly, that might have been because of the issue with regards to this. It turns out that as I fill in the information, especially when registering a new user or something else like add items, edit, or whatever it is, the thing is, these things won't show up here in the real-time database. Meaning there could be something wrong with the logic here that involves inputting and inserting data and storing them into the real-time database. Because so far I was able to log in successfully because that particular credential has been stored into another shortcut, which is in the authentication part. So there could be a logical error somewhere in these lines of code. I'll try to configure exactly what's supposed. Maybe it's the part of the Firebase database that needs to be corrected, or I'll need to make it so that the entire lines of code will run without crashing. Okay, I was able to revise this entire code with Google Gemini, ensuring that there's much robustness. I'll try to run again. It really turns out that my application might not be authenticating with the Firebase real-time database properly. Actually, there's nothing significantly wrong with my input with regards to how I install my real-time database. I guess it's still successful, considering that the only thing why the application was not really interacting properly with a real-time database would be because of the way that I already have used that similar project before in my other projects. I mean, it's still a successful build though. The login is already functional. I guess that's all for the entire section of this video. It is 2 minutes before 2 in the afternoon. We'll be heading out from this place because we're going to head to the city. Also have some errands to run. Okay, they've already been here to school. The only thing is there's no class today because we're currently preparing for our intramurals. It's somewhat busy here right now because a week from now we're going to have our intramurals, where the entire college department will gather with each other. They will have variety of sports, literary, music, and dance performance. So that is why I'm excited. And yeah, it's kind of busy. It's somewhat noisy, but it's not really as busy as it seems. Okay, now the sun is setting. It is 5:36. I don't think this will be the moment I'll actually head back home, or I just have to chill for a bit because I just also wanted to see people, preparing the props for the upcoming parade this coming Monday, especially those who are also participating in sports over there. I do not know exactly the name of the sports that they're playing. I believe it's sepak takraw. It's like a Tagalog term. I don't know if I could translate that into English. I don't know. Yeah, so much work to do. We're actually not halfway done. So are the other rest of the departments. I guess I have the feeling that I might probably head out of this campus. I guess it's not that busy right now. It is already 5:43, and I actually expected that's going to be that busy considering we're really less than 4 days before the opening of the intramurals. But this number of people, I thought it was about to be that noisy. Also, the band members had actually recently concluded their practice. That's why it's not noisy anymore. I guess I have to go now. It is still somewhat early. It's 6:08 and we are now having our dinner. It just turns out that we have dine-in at Greenwich. Okay, that's pretty much it. We will be riding back home. My father might not have been fetching us already because he's currently away. He's in Manila. He would probably be going back to work. That's why we're riding back. Okay, it's 7 in the evening. Just arrived somewhat early, but I just have to get dressed now. Okay, just got back from the city. I'll just try to check up my Android application I made to see if it's already working. Firebase, get your stuff together. Before I conclude this vlog, I have a little bit of announcements to make. Because our intramurals is fast approaching, I just want you to stay tuned. If you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, please do so. And if you have not watched this content yet on Facebook, you could also as well. And you also might consider following. And that's all I could share because there are a lot of wonderful stuffs that will come along the way. That's all. You may continue watching this valuable match. Just a quick segue.